Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the channel. So, I'm here today to talk to you guys about travel nursing. I just finished my first week as a travel nurse, and I decided to start a blog to talk about the experience. So, I wanted to start, from the beginning. So, here I am making the first video. So, let's start at the beginning. I found out the agency I wanted to work for from this CNA I was working with. She told me that she took a contract. It was really easy. She told me they sent her the information in an email. They sent her the day to arrive, and she flew in the same day and was able to get started quickly. She told me the pay was efficient, like they didn't miss a week with her pay or anything like that. So that was what got the ball rolling for me. So I'm an LPN, and I've been an LPN since 2021, and I knew that I didn't want to go too far out of what I was used to. It's very important to know your boundaries. It's very important to know, for one, your scope of practice, and for two, your limitations as a nurse. So I've been in long-term care, in rehab the full time. I do work with an agency, so I did get used to, and I wanted to get my experience in immediately. So I did work with mostly rehab. I did work at, adjunct rehab and long-term cares of certain hospitals. So there was a lot of high acuity. I got IV certified. I have a lot of practice with G-tubes and trachs, but I still didn't want to travel too far outside of my specialty because I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. So I got in contact with the agency that the CNA, Alexis, that she put me in touch with, and her recruiter was actually very nonchalant and very brushed off. So I was a little bit discouraged at first. However, I just went to their direct website and put in my information, and a new recruiter got in touch with me who was more involved. So once I got the ball rolling, as far as I was concerned, I had to sit in my compliance paperwork, and well, I'm jumping the gun actually. So I let her know my specialty, long-term care. I let her know what state I needed to travel inside of, and I also let her know the acuity that I was looking for. And I'm not sure if that's something that they all ask for, but I definitely wanted to make sure. You probably don't have to be as in-depth if you have more experience than I do. But like I said, I wanted to make sure that we're aware of my limitations because, yeah. So I just let her know, like, this is my patient max. I can't handle a higher caseload than this. I can't handle more clients than this. I can't work in this certain climate. If it's this type of climate, I'm going to go home because this is not something that I can handle, and it's unsafe for the patients if I handle that. Because I do know working since 2021 is not a crap ton of experience. Excuse my French. So anyways, once I told her all that, it did take a little while for her to find an assignment that fit me. I was approached with a few different assignments that I turned down. That's fine. No love lost. So when I found an assignment that I felt like was a little more suited to my experience, I said, okay, let's get the ball rolling. So you got to do your I-9, you got to do your compliance paperwork, you have to send your driver's license, you have to have, somebody available to complete the I-9 paperwork with you, just like one person under or over 18 who can say that they saw your documents. And yeah, you'll get an email from compliance. You'll get all these emails, but you just make sure you stay on top of everything. And then comes your welcome package, which will have your start date. It will have who you need to get in touch with at the facility. You'll already know the facility address by then, and you'll know your pay package and the facility address as soon as they send you the assignment. You'll say, okay, well, send me the pay package. They'll send you the pay package. And that'll tell you exactly how much you're making gross, net, the hours you're expected to work, and the name of the facility and location. So you can Google it before you ever accept an assignment. I want to keep this video short, and we're already at 5 minutes. So let's see what's very important to know. I got my email. I went to a website called Furnished Finders. It's really for nurses and healthcare professionals. You'll put in your information, and then it'll create an account for you. And then it'll help you to book houses that are also rented by other healthcare professionals. So it's a little bit safer because you know that they're, background checked by the board of wherever you are, by their state licensing board, whatever state they're in. which is great. So anyways, you get accommodation and you check in your accommodation. My place is nice. I'm very comfortable here. And then comes the day of your assignment. So I came in the day before my assignment, and then the next day I was scheduled. I'm mixing it up. I came the day of my assignment. I was supposed to come the day before, but I came the day of my assignment, just early in the day. I got to the assignment. I checked in with the person I was supposed to check in with. Now, initially, they had him on the schedule to only train me for half a shift. Being that you are with a traveling agency, they expect you to have a certain depth of experience. But as with all nursing jobs, they have a duty to make sure that you're trained, not in all the skills that you were taught in school, you've learned those, but trained for how they want things in their specific facility. So once I let the man who was orientating me, Frank, once I let him know that the depth of my experience and things like that, he was more than comfortable staying on a little bit longer. He was supposed to leave at 11 p.m. I think he didn't even leave until like 3 a.m. and he had me set up for everything that I needed to do in the morning. It was excellent. Morning came and passed and it was fine. So I'm finishing up my first week now, this week. After my shift tonight, I'll submit my paycheck my timesheet to the agency, and then I'll be getting paid the following Friday. It is weekly paid. And that's pretty much everything I can think of. You know, it was a very smooth situation. It was very ideal, you know, and it is my first go round, and I feel like I'm very lucky and blessed by the Lord to have it, you know, be the case where my first assignment and living arrangements are very good and nice and pleasant. Now, obviously that doesn't guarantee everyone is going to be ideal like this, but that was my experience. My experience has been a smooth situation so far. It is difficult sometimes getting in contact with my recruiter. I have to call her multiple times and blow her phone up, but she'll answer eventually. I'm sure she's dealing with a lot of people, a lot of things that she has to coordinate. And at the same time, if you send an email and you CC everybody, like everybody that's emailed you, you CC them, one of them are gonna get back to you with the response that you're looking for. But so far, like I said, it was very easy. And just to recap, I went on the website. I'm with Fusion. If you're gonna sign up with Fusion, go ahead and leave a comment so I can put you as a referral. You get a bonus if you refer people, but don't do it because of the bonus, you know, whatever. That's your license. You know, so you go to Fusion, you put in your information, they send you a recruiter. Or you can use the Vivian app, which, you know, that's completely different. So you can just go to Fusion, put in your information, they'll send you a recruiter. You let them know where you want to be, if you have your compact license, your experience, and be very honest about your experience. Like I said, you don't want to lose your license pretending you can do more than what you can really do. It's very important you stay within the scope of practice and the scope of your experience and the breadth of your experience. And you know, they send you the pay package. You research the facility, you make sure it's something that you can do, you accept the contract, you fill out your compliance paperwork, you book your living arrangement. I would say book it a month in advance. If you can afford to do so, book a month at a time. And then you come in. You meet with the person when you're supposed to meet. I recommend getting there anywhere from 30 minutes early to 45 minutes early. You don't know what the drive's gonna be like. You don't know where the person you're going to be with, you don't know what their temperament is going to be like. And it's always a good look if you come in ahead of time, because even if they're in a bad mood, you can't really be mean to somebody who's there 30 minutes early, you know. And that's it. Just get started. Make sure that you're there and you're ready to work, and you have your pen and you have your paper and you have all the tools that you need to be successful. Anyways, that's all I have to talk about today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe and comment. Thank you. Bye.